Welcome back to Modumate's click-by-click tutorial series. In this video, we're going to be applying the finishes we crafted in the last video into our guest house. Let's orbit over to the guest house now. Select the roof of the bathroom, hide it, and get to work. Let's equip the Finish tool by clicking the Attachments Tools menu, and then the Finish tool. Look at the bottom of the list to find the 3 assemblies we made last video. Equip the Guest House Backsplash finish by clicking it, and then hover over targets in this room. Some surfaces needed subdividing, and we drew surface graphs 2 videos ago to accomplish that. Other surfaces don't need subdividing and can be targeted full stop with a single click. In this case, clicking on this wall of the future shower area applies a surface graph in the same click as it applies a finish. If I press Escape to return to the Select tool and press F3 to view surface graphs, as a reminder, F1 for massing graph, F2 for separators, F3 for surface graphs, you now see there is a surface graph present where there was not one before. It came along with the finish in one click. Now I'll press F4 to view that finish. You can also see the finish itself is an assembly with thickness. You designed 1/8 inch thick layers in the BIM designer, and here they are in the real world. Let's get back into our Finish tool by pressing Escape to return to Select, then typing Fi. We have our backsplash finish equipped. There are 3 more places to place it. Let's click at either end of the tub, and let's click in the backsplash area of the counter. And now let's click the Paint finish and apply it. Lastly, type Fi and return to the Finish tool, and we will apply the floor finish. So here are those marble stone tiles. Let's apply a cabinet to the vanity area. We'll click on the Attachment tools, click on Cabinet, and we'll choose a cabinet to place, such as 1 drawer over 2 doors. Click to equip, click the surface face that you wish to extrude a cabinet, and then choose a height for it to be extruded. I will snap to the underside of my counter here. 2'10", exactly right. And then lastly, choose a face to become the front of the cabinet. Next, let's place a toilet and a towel bar. In the Attachment tools, I will click FFE, search TOILET, click a toilet, place it in the scene, press Escape, select the toilet, grab its rotate handle, spin it around. I can either snap to 180 or type 180, enter, and now grab its movement handles and reposition it back towards the wall. These blue lines are its bounding box, so I know it's very close to the wall here. And I will scooch it a bit this way. On the opposite wall, we will add a towel bar. I will press Escape, type FF, which is the shortcut to FF&E. I will search towel, and I see a towel bar here. I will click the towel bar and place it in the scene. This room is so small, it's a bit hard to study from the inside. I will click the 3D View Properties menu and type a new field of view, not 50, let's make it 100. And I will then dismiss the 3D View Properties menu. When I scroll in now, I'm much more able to see the proportions of the room as I orbit. Another tip is, while holding right-click in the middle of an orbit, you can press W, A, S, and D to begin flying around the scene. And once you do, moving your mouse cursor acts like looking. This is the pair of commands that allow you to fly through your scene. But when standing still in an area, it also acts like looking around the room. Next, let's apply some crown molding. I will activate the Trim tool by clicking the Attachment Tools menu, then the Trim tool. Let's just use the first trim in the list, click it to equip it, and then target the top edges of the surface graphs. Trim are hosted to edges of surface graphs, so you can target the edges that you had drawn in the surface graph as hosts for the trim. You can click to place the trim, and click again, and click again. Now you'll notice some are above and some are below the trim edges. Fixing this is as easy as pressing Escape, selecting the object, pressing V to flip vertically, and the trim, it looks like this may have been wall base, but I'm okay with that. Congratulations! You've learned to apply all attachment types in Modumate. Feel free to decorate the rest of this project, or open up the next tutorial project or any of our exemplars for an example of a more thoroughly finished scene. In the next video, you'll learn some techniques for instant renderings and walkthroughs.